Hello and welcome to Leeroy Gaming, where today we will be starting our beta first playthrough of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So this is a game that got funded through Kickstarter. It is the sequel to Pathfinder Kingmaker that was initially a really fun but kind of really buggy um, RPG based off of the Pathfinder universe, or rather format, which is based off of D&D 3.5, kind of an evolution for those that do not know. So this is again in beta currently. I've messed around it a little bit. If you guys saw my first impression video, I'm also doing some videos going over the classes, but today here we will begin actually playing through the game. So we're going to start a new character. And I have decided I'm going to start with something I've never played before. So it is a subclass of the Paladin, but it's not your normal Paladin. We will be playing is a Divine Hunter, which is basically a ranged Paladin. So most Paladins rush into battle, meeting evil toe-to-toe. The Divine Hunter prefers to engage evil from afar, striking down her foes before they can threaten her allies. And what I like about this class is it also provides a variety of kind of buffs to other characters. So I'm planning on having at least one other ranged character in the class, or in the group rather. So we'll see how this all works out. So let's take a look here. Divine Paladin. Race, we're going to go human. Now, there are some features that are missing in this game, you'll see in just a moment, because it is beta, but for the most part it seems to be pretty operational. So even though in Pathfinder bows hit off at dexterity and are innately normally not impacted by strength, however composite bows do scale off of strength. So we're kind of looking a little bit ahead here. So I want to get that to 16, do 16 dex, and do 16 charisma. So we're not pumping anything to 18. Actually, let's see here. Modifier is going to be dex. Not that it really makes a difference how I put it, but and then let's see here. And then I want to, how did I do this when I was playing around with this? I believe we want to get a little bit more constitution there. So yes, I'm thinking 16 strength, 16 dex, 16 con, or charisma, 10 wisdom. Doesn't have to be the smartest guy. He's, you know, charismatic and wise, or at least average wise. Skill wise, let's look at the actual background. Oh, it doesn't let me do that one. So for now, let's go ahead and do persuasion. And then I thought we had perception with this, but I guess we don't. Maybe we'll pick a background that lets me perception. I like having perception on that. I believe actually it's perception. It's a wisdom based, but I thought it was something. All right, nevertheless, let's just keep going here. Feats. Kind of looked at this a little bit in advance. So let's take a look. It was like a close point blank shot. That's what we want for the first one. And then let's do weapon focus, longbow. Thinking. Now, I would assume as a Divine Hunter, you may already start with a longbow, but one thing I noticed in testing is that when you do select a weapon specialty, your beginning equipment will include whatever your weapon focus is. So if I had put a short bow in here, it would give me a short bow. If I picked a two-hander, it would give me a two-hander. So it's just a nice way to make sure that we get. Let's see here. There we go. So, I mean, we are Divine Hunter, so let's be a hunter, wanderer. That allows us to get that perception. There we go. So now we have persuasion and perception as our stats, and real easy on the deity. Erastil, favorite weapon longbow, domain of animal, community, good, law, and plant. So kind of like almost like an outdoorsy wandering paladin. Going to be lawful good. So we're gonna, rescue the weak and help people out as we travel. Now, what I found funny is that you cannot disable beards, as far as I can tell right now. So, I mean, pretty solid beard there, but kind of odd you can't turn it off. You're gonna be left-handed, just like me.
We do it my way.
Do it my way.
Together we stand.
Let's be pious to annoy all the other NPCs, and of course, we're gonna be Leeroy. There we go.
Strike as one.
Strike as one. Leeroy the Brave. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, this is a very text-heavy game. Don't mind me as I open my drink. This might make a noise. So I will be reading all the text. Unfortunately, they are not doing voiceovers. So if you like watching Let's Plays but don't like to read, this is going to be the Let's Play for you. I know there will be, if I remember Pathfinder Kingmaker correctly, some of the text was voiced, but the majority of it wasn't, because I'm assuming very expensive to add voice acting. So here we go. Hey somebody, we got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here? My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter in the middle of the festival square? Couldn't he be carted off somewhere else, like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary or an accommodating ditch? Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to him? You hear the stern voice of an elderly man, but you're so weak you can't even turn your head to look in his direction. That wound looks nasty. Who did this to him? Demons! Prelate! We found him barely alive outside the walls of Canabras. The walls, you say? The enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. We must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right. I'll try not to. Be a very short game if I did. Well, we'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard, take his weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. He can get his things back after the festival. So here we go. Items lost. See longbow, cold iron, greatsword, ever-burning torch. Sure, we'll get it back somehow. Oh, inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor. Ayumede, I beseech you, grant your mercy, heal his wounds. Healing light envelops you, but your pain lessens only slightly. Let me die! No, that would not be very paladin-y. I won't give up that easily. Here, here. That's the Crusader spirit. Ordinary healing. Magic is having no effect. Someone call Tarendelev. You there, yes you. Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Tarendelev. Prelate, Avalda, have you forgotten that you are speaking to a lady? I am not a lackey to be ordered about. I'll get her. Tarendelev. Has anyone seen Tarendelev? Be quick about it before it's too late. Old man leans over you. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before. I have an excellent memory for faces. I'm Leeroy. Crusader, let's see here. Oh, I am... Gotta go for the Leeroy. That's the first I've heard of that name. Who are you then? What's your business in the city? My dear prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, leave this poor man in peace. He's been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of him. All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that, so I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Canabras. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I, not the defenders of the city. Muttering discontentedly, the old man walks on. I do like the color palette of this quite a bit. Nice and bright and sharp for an isometric game. Terendelev, a beautiful silver-haired woman, leans over you. She seems ageless, her face wholly unlined, but centuries-old sadness gleams in her eyes. Pain, retreat, life vanquished, the shadow of death. Body cast off your suffering. The longer she speaks, the stronger her voice becomes. There. Let's see. Thank you for your help. I accept your thanks, but my work is not done yet. What happened to me? I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is not ordinary injury. It was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully. Can I go? Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return. But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabras. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy your festival. They're all too rare in the time of war. And merriment is one of the best medicines. Alright, so yeah, right click. What? Canabras is the city. Have fun. Oh, that's a good quest. So let's have some fun. Got here, we got the charge, we got smite evil. So this is kind of interesting. This is a toggle whether you are okay with receiving rage effects, like scalds for. So I'm going to disable that because we cast. I don't know if I am not sure if this cure light with potion, find favor. I'm not sure if when you're raged you get buffs to your range damage. May just be strength. Let's take a look here. Ah, throw in some darts. Left, aim further to the left. Okay. Bam, right in the center. Oh, what about 100 paces? Can you do that? Probably not. So journal, let's take a look at the journal. So throw the darts, hit the mannequin, sample special ranks. Character screen. Tori. Oh. Got a box. That's interesting. Let's see what else I don't remember if Pathfinder Kingmaker had a rotation. Sure. Must have, but not. It's definitely helpful. Quite a few. Let's see. Tab. Dancing. There's supposed to be a mannequin somewhere. I think I saw this one. This thing about this out here. Now I'm missing it. Why do you just put it around real quick? It's on outskirts somewhere. Eva, everybody's letting their hair down. Everybody's drinking and having a good time, but the demons, what? Spies never let up, so that means no fun for me. Oh, bugger. Oh, here we go. There is the dummy. Suck him one out. Bam. Right in the jaw. Haha. You call that a punch? Here, let me show you how it's done. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Demon invasion. Never saw it coming. Ooh. So much blood. There will be blood. Oh, and some sort of big old bugs. By the power of... No. Oh boy. Fatality. Oof. Oh, that's... Yeah, that did not go well for the dragon. So it's interesting, when I first tried this out, they didn't have the kind of zoom in. So they're working on these animations, they're improving. It was even rougher, they didn't do kind of like the cinematic camera even just maybe a week ago. So they're improving it, but I think it could still use a little work. This Sari, the Scari's here. The Scari's himself. Blimey. 1 minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. The halfling armor is splashed with blood, and he is armed to the teeth with a sword, a blade, hatchet on his belt, and a crossbow on his back. His voice sounds familiar to you. I've seen you somewhere before. Who's the Scari? Care to lend me a weapon? Sure thing. Here, take it. The halfling holds out a crossbow. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said could pierce the head of a demon lord even. Of course. I've seen you somewhere before. Yeah, you have. You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls. Brought you inside to be healed. He looks you over. I see you've been patched up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for. I'll try to fight him. Yeah. Good luck with that. And try not to get eaten now. Halfling's words are drowned out by terrible rumbling and the rustling of countless tiny wings. Oh yeah, I've got this at level 1, no problem. I'll solo this. Woo! Face only a mother could love. Good lordy. Oh. Okay, don't stand on the edge. Oh, oh, oh. Girl.
The silver dragon, Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
So I don't know if you guys heard that voiceover there. I'm trying to keep the volume and the music not too loud. But if you are finding the volume to be too low, do comment section below, or the comment section, and I can adjust it if you guys think I need to have the volume for the sound and or music and voiceovers louder. So definitely provide me with your feedback, and I will adapt to what you guys think. All right, let's see here. We are underground. Bug reports, yes, gotcha. Let's take a look. Make sure to save the game in case we get some crashes. Holy mother of. A small woman with messy brown hair winches in pain, uttering a stream of curses through clenched teeth. She's pinned to the ground by a couple of weighty boulders. Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You got a great companion. A young woman in knight armor studied the rocks intensely, clearly trying to work out how to move them. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs? I feel them all right. Wouldn't say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head too. Skill checks. Yep. That's all that matters. Now we're going to hit. Hey! Spotting you, the knight reaches for her sheathed weapon. But after scrutinizing your face momentarily, she raises her hands in greeting. Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders? Of course. So what do we see? We can do athletics. That'll give me a +2 to the roll. Knowledge rolled, -1. Nope. Definitely. Oh, of course the one I get the best bonus is the evil option. Nope. Let's give this a shot on the athletics roll. Hold on. We're going to get you out of here from under there. Oh, failed. Oh, rolled a 9. So, or a 7. You have to work hard to get the woman out from under the rubble. At last, Knight stops to catch her breath and wipe the sweat from her brow. The woman feels her leg. Damn it all, I think it's broken. Ah well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Fishing a piece of twine from her pocket, she gets to work. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own, stuck under there. I'm Inevia Tirabade of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming, I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that. Well, I'm Sela, Paladin by the grace of Ayomede. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendev and fight demons, and, well, been fighting for a while now. Sela's expression darkens. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabras has lost protection of Terendelev, and of all the wardstone, too. Looks like it's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomede's herald, the goddess's blessing. I really want to go see it, to pray before it, but there's no point worrying about a stone. There are people dying in the streets. Yep, things are looking grim enough, but I don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragons or no, Canabres will never give in. Simple as. Eva's eyes shift to you. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you? I can see I came here to fight the Abyss. I'm a scholar. One person wars another person's opportunity. I am led by destiny. I'm a traveler. And you know, I'm kind of a hunter, so I would say I am a traveler, and I just wound up here by chance. Call me superstitious if you want, or maybe cynical. I just don't believe in chance or coincidences. How many stories around the tavern table have started with those very words? Right enough. I have this habit, see? Anytime somebody starts yakking about blind chance, it always turns out the thing was as far from a quirk of fate as you could want. Sorry, don't take it personal. Like, Anivia tightly ties off a twine on her improvised splint and leaning on a stick, hauls herself to her feet. Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way around. To summarize, there are 3 of us, with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters, beware. Sela winks. Anivia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, 2 of us will try to manage our own time. Well, onward. May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon. There we go. Party control. We got the Paladin crew. Let's take a look what she's got stat-wise. 16 strength, 11 dex, 14 con, 15 charisma. I call her Meanie Me. Just a little bit more wise and a little stronger. Let's see her gear. Long sword, heavy shield, alright. So, we can... There we go. We can have a layout here. We can have her go in front. It's because I am the ranger. I will go behind. Hunter, rather. Let's see. F5 for quick save. Good. Some
Our path leads on.
containers. Yep. And yep, here's our gear. Great. Collect it all. Let's get the long sword equipped. Cloak of nothingness. So there's multiple gear routes. So enter is an option. And some lighting.
Without a doubt.
Now this game has both real-time combat and turn-based combat. For now we'll do real-time combat, even though I've been wanting to try out the turn-based combat. It's a little less hectic, but obviously takes long. Camilla, who's there? The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking you were at a high society party, not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt, confidence, ready to draw it at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell it's animal or human. Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, alright? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela. That's Leeroy and Anivia. We're looking for a way back to the surface. Really? I'm ever so glad to hear it. The girl relaxes slightly, but she keeps her hand on her sheathed weapon. I'm going to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when her self-control falters for a moment as you glimpse the fear beneath her mask of perfect placidity. She licks her lips nervously. I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get in the city? I thought, naively, it now seems that the ward stone protected us from the attack. And Terendelev? I can't wrap my head around it. Not many could withstand a strike from a demon lord, not even Terendelev. Can't argue with that. Fortunate to be alive, Albert underground. The Skari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendelev tried to fight him, but what could she do against the near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now? Anivia shakes her head. We've seen how powerless they truly are. Camilla finishes Anivia's thoughts with ruthless precision. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose. What happened to this poor man? Who is he? I don't know. He must have been the square when disaster struck. Tried to revive him, but that was already dead, sadly. You didn't get these wounds from the fall. Sela's eyes warily scans the area. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far. Anivia appears at the dead man's face. Hang on, I think I know him. His name is... Ooh, yeah, another fun one. Aravashnial? The egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace. Want to join us? Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves? We need to keep moving. There must be a way back to the surface somewhere around here. That's right. It would be a height of foolishness to survive a demon attack, only to perish under a pile of rubble. Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kind of need all the supplies we can get right now. She can cure that wounds. All right. Let's get that set up. She can kind of be in the middle. The sheet for her. She's got 19 decks. Whew. Nice. keep her ranged. Let's see what her proficiencies are. Class Spirit Hunter. Shaman who selects his battle spirit gains scars from every wound she takes. Simple weapon proficiency, armor. Now, is this considered a simple weapon? Oh, spirit weapon. Right, so I'm assuming she probably... Okay, so she can bonuses for any... Let's see. Is this considered a simple weapon? Yep, simple proficiency. So...
You can
let's
trust
have
me.
her swap. Sword dagger. No, they're only slightly better
We march
than
ahead.
normal daggers. Tend to self a lot more. So we
Let
got
me draw
pause
the first
combat.
blood. Go for their hearts!
Points.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, we probably should turn some lights on, but
You are today's sacrifice!
I don't want to sacrifice the killing power. Nice. Wait, that's right, we're supposed to heal. We also have a large person, it looks like. Not to reach.
I will guide us.
So shamans are definitely new. In Pathfinder Kingmaker, it's not a shaman. In fact, there's a lot of new classes they're adding. It looks like they're trying to get almost all the classes, which is nice. Definitely make sure if you want to in-depth look at all the different class and subclass options. Depending on when you watch this, all of them may already be up. There we go, braces of armor +1. So let's go. I don't know if these people can stay with us permanently or not. I already have lucky bracers, but that's nice. Let's go ahead. I'm a little hesitant to give this to her, so in case she leaves
Our
us.
path leads on.
Let's see, not struggling right now. This still kind of feels like it's a tutorial area.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Nice.
No glory without risk.
So it's always interesting if you're new to this game. Even though it's playing in real time, it really is kind of turn-based. So you'll see these little icons over their heads, and that's kind of waiting for these little 6-second increments. So it's in Pathfinder.
Into the fray.
Attacks. Yep, there they are. We are just whooping these things before they can even get within range, which is perfect.
Forwards.
Oh, more friends around us. No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere. Struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realize that you have never encountered a creature like this before. Stranger looks like the work of a vivisectionist who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man. Man notices you and freezes. Curling horns protruding from his head cast a malevolent shadow on the cave wall. When Duag? Land, did you find it? The woman looks like as strange as her companion. She's a cross between a cat and a spider. When she catches sight of you, She immediately drops into a fighting stance. Her movement revealed the lethal grace of a wild predator. Who is that? The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Lan stops her with a gesture. Wait, they might know what's going up there. What are you doing here? What is this place? Who are you, tiefling? Demons are laying waste to Canabras. Lan's expression hardens. If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry. When Duag looks over you, considering something. You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it! I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze. I realize you have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabras. People are dying up there. Please show us the way out. What are you doing here? That's none of your... We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. Lan frowns. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to get up to the surface like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're no fighters, and Sol, chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusades to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind. Wendug huffs a breath. It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame. Will burn anyone who touches it. You think you're special, Lan? I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle, he chuckles. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down you know it's possible. Wendug shrugs and turns away. We'll find a sword faster if we work together. I'll help you. Lan's expression brightens. Thanks! An extra pair of eyes can only help. Sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks swordy. Help us and in return, we'll get you out of here. Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it? What a quinky-dink. What? You want to find a sword quickly so the underground monster bring you back to the surface? So be it. Hidden objects. Okay, let's take a look. Religion.
What do we have here? This one was beyond
Statue of an
my-
unknown knight. The technique is rude, but the figure was clearly crafted with genuine feeling. Copper rings. We'll take it. The room looks like an improvised museum, or perhaps some kind of temple.
Without a doubt.
Handful of gems.
I found something.
Grinding
We
stone.
march ahead.
More gem.
Not this time.
Oh, the sword. Day 14. Month. Gorzon. Year 4710. Strange flash pierces the gloom, and Leeroy feels drops of searing blood running down his chest. The wound healed by Terendelev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there's no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. This one or another one entirely. Leroy's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind. Thought that clearly belongs to another. Treachery. They betrayed me, trapped me, stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my trusted friends, the people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am about to die from the traitor's blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors, and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of the thoughts, Leeroy intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to. Heal the wounded girl. Furiously called to the traders. So let's heal the wounded girl. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Leeroy. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, Lariel, you said that everything was going to change soon. Said you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true? The frenzy of foreign thoughts come faster and faster, like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in colorful robes observing the stars. A young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword. A majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance. His face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready. There is no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You, take care. It is near. There in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within the depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirping and rustling emanates from the shadow. The sound piercing like hot irons lancing through the flesh and bone. The traders fall to their knees before the shadow in the reverent ecstasy. And the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound bursts white hot. Leeroy's head pounds with pain. It is no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. Will 10, but Leeroy is determined to fight off the illusion. Knowledge Arcana 10, but Leeroy knows how to resist malignant influence such as this. And Leeroy can do nothing to fight off the illusion. Well, let's do the will check here. Man, we are 0 for 2 so far. Rolled a 4 and I needed an 8 when I needed 10. The force of this terrifying attack, though originating in a vision, is much greater than anything Leeroy can withstand. Crippling fatigue drags him to the ground, hands trembling, cold piercing his skull, slowly creeping along his spine. To one who sent the vision has experienced something similar. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real, it exists only in the strange vision or memory. But the thrill or fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of the Scary, the terrifying demon lord. A movement as swift as thought itself. The monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they call Lariel. The foolish angel struggles on the rocks like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whisper to its sonorous shout, becoming young then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assuring herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? Strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes what stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through the stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh. The monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rock. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword, and with his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Leeroy senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river's running dry. The last thing he hears is this: "You will kill me, monster. This I know. But one day, someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and punish evildoers and traitors, or save and protect the innocent." Well, we are a lawful good paladin. Definitely gonna save and protect the innocents. The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of color. Leeroy does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them something else. The heat blazing in Leeroy's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Leeroy sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather, its outline. The memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes and the light is drawn into his hand. Leeroy senses that it will return. All he needs do is call it. So it looks like we absorbed the sword. Hey Leeroy, are you alright? We're kind of glowing just now. Sealing is before the light, offering up a prayer to Ayamede. Lena looks at you dumbfounded. That was it? The light of heaven. But how? Windog frowns. What did you do with it? Where did it go? I think I saw the memories of Lariel, the angel who died here. Lariel? That really was Lariel, the angel from the legends? The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestones. The chief will be thrilled. Wenduog watches you with suspicion. You? Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it, and now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different than us, get the sword and start talking about visions? Now, Wenduog. Don't be a sore loser. Lan nods towards you. He's clearly different to us. The sword appeared before him along with the angel's name and all that other stuff because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born of evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Soul just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because of our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier. In Joel mythic path, reveal the light of heaven. It seems I can control it. That is just, wow. I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you, Leeroy. Wenduog stares at the divine light as if transfixed. This power is the most majestic thing I've seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan? Yes, it's similar, but this light is more golden. Lan drags his gaze away from it. Chief Soul needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, we can't say no. We'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. Lan looks at you pleadingly. You uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find a way to Canabras. Lead us to your chief and I'll decide, or I think this is on Maryland. Okay. Lead us to your chief and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not. Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
Now what is that?
Let's check. Find a way up. Let's take a quick look of our new companions.
Always be ready for the worst.
What is this? Oh, perfect strike. Oh, nice. Distorted, not broken. Land of Mongrel is a curious sight even for the distorted land of Worldwound. A descendant of the first Crusaders, a child of the cave beneath Canabras. Followed his new leader up towards the light of the foreign sky. It seems that nothing can shake his composure. But is that really true? How strong is a man's resolve built on a self-imposing death sentence? So he is, oh nice, a monk Zen archer. And holy moly. Okay, this stat line is not natural. So he's lawful neutral. I can get along with that. 17 strength, 17 dex, 14 con, 17 wisdom. Wow, he puts me to shame here. Very nice. Point blank shot. Zen archer bonus feats. Arm strike, monk proficiencies. Must declare that you are using this feat before you make your attack roll. Okay. So they're proficient with longbows, shortbows, composite longbows, and composite shortbows. Nice. Flurry of blows. Now, can you use... Oh, nice. So, you can use Flurry of blows, which gives you extra attacks, with a bow. Oh, he can't even use unarmed Flurry of blows. Interesting. Zen Archer does not apply a strength bonus on damage rolls made of Flurry of blows unless it uses a composite bow of a strength rating. Okay. So that is just like it's going to be me. He will be absolutely perfect. He sticks around. Combo with me. Already has a longbow. Twinsies. What? Sticks around. Let's take a look at his friend. Oh, neutral evil. Yeah, that's that's probably not gonna work. If this is anything like Pathfinder Kingmaker, if party members of polarizing alignments, they'll either leave or they won't like how you're acting or turn on you and attack you. Let's actually do so. She's neutral. Obviously lawful good. So if we get the choice, we got the core of the two paladins, the Zen Archer. Probably gonna drop her. We'll see about the shaman. I mean, she's cool looking, all, but I don't know about the shaman class. We'll find out. So, I think this is a pretty good time to finish up this first episode. So, you know, we were found in the middle of a festival, almost killed by some demons. Saw it dragging it decapitated, somehow fell who knows how far down into the underworld here and didn't die. And now absorbed an angelic sword into our chest, and that's quite a little start. So hopefully you enjoyed the first part of this playthrough. I will be continuing this and posting regular episodes. Please leave comments if you have any questions or any feedback. And if you do enjoy this content, of course, subscribe and like. That greatly helps my fledgling little channel. Until next time, guys, this is Leeroy from Leeroy Gaming.